Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Hold up! Good morning, folks.
Morning.
It's good to look out another year and see all of those beautiful faces. I see a lot of repeat faces. Thank you for returning. And I see a lot of new faces. Thank you for coming. I'm Ricky Williams. I'm the commander of Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 7843 in Duncanville. On behalf of VFW Post 7843, Commander Don Bartlett of American Legion Post. He served in Operation Desert Shield and Desert Storm, and gentlemen uncovered for the invocation by Chaplain Joe Veracruz.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is an honor to come out and pray with our Duncanville family, and I really appreciate all that Duncanville does to support our veterans and our military. Let us pray. Heavenly Father,
Praise it! Order! Halt! At this time, singing the national anthem is Duncanville High School Junior Ryan Smith.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hold up! Oh!
I pledge allegiance
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hold up! Oh!
Thank you, Commander, and welcome to all citizens of Duncanville, and I'm sure maybe we have some citizens outside Duncanville. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you with us this morning for this memory that we do on Memorial Day. And when I think about it, I think about my father-in-law. Purple Heart winner. Officials we've already been introduced to. Secretary of the Duncanville Independent School District, Trustee Mr. Vera Cruz, is down here.
The flag of the United States Army. Flag of the United States Navy. The United States Marine Corps. The United States Coast Guard. Just for the record, that's an Army guy carrying that flag. Pull. And the United States Air Force. At this time, the presentation of the POWMIA table, known as the Missing Man table, will be explained by Comrade Matt Groska of American Legion Post 81.
Those who have served and those currently serving the uniformed services of the United States are ever mindful that the sweetness of enduring peace has always been tainted by the bitterness of personal sacrifice.
Today's special guest speaker enlisted in the U.S. Army, who, in May of 1986, By October 1990, just 2 months after Desert Shield started, he volunteered for Airborne and Special Forces training. He served 4 years in the 2nd Battalion, 11th Special Forces Group, Support Company's Engineer Section. In 1996, he was selected to attend Officer Candidate School, where he was commissioned 2nd Lieutenant in the U.S. Army, Corps of Engineers. He served as an engineer officer in several units and key leadership positions throughout his career, to include 3 combat tours in Afghanistan and in Uzbekistan as a team leader. He retired from the U.S. Army on 31st May 2017, a total of 31 years. Everyone, please join me in welcoming Major Retired Alan B. Taylor.
Thank you. That salute was not necessary. I hung it up last year. Thank you, and thanks for the wonderful introduction. Thank you, Mayor and distinguished guests and VFW, American Legion, and veterans that are here today. It's an honor to stand here before you and to speak about something that is very dear to me, which is trying to remember the fallen and those who are not here. You know, years ago, when I was a young boy, I didn't know what Memorial Day actually stood for. You know, I was very young. I just knew that I was able to get a free day off, and my family would barbecue and things like that, go to the beach, go to the lake. But as I got older and snooping around my father's stuff that he had, I found a POW bracelet, MIA POW bracelet. My father served in Vietnam. He served from 1953 to 1980 as a Russian crypto-linguist on a reconnaissance aircraft in various parts around the world. And I found this bracelet, and when he came home, this is in 1975 or so, but when he came home in 1975, I was 10 years old, I asked him about it because I was curious who it was, and he had mentioned it was someone that he knew. And it just didn't really register to me until today. I served in Afghanistan, and I lost a couple of people. There's one guy in particular that I lost. His name is Captain Wrigley. He and I had just ate breakfast together in the morning, and we played chess on days that we didn't have much to do in the evenings. Believe it or not, there's always something to do in a combat zone. Playing chess doesn't require too much electricity. And we were going to a meeting, and I had to go to see about something else, and I was supposed to be in that meeting. Well, he had gone to the meeting, and next thing you know, there was a suicide attack that had killed 11 people in the building where he was at. So now I understand why my dad was holding on to that bracelet. The guy that he had died in 1973, around a week after the Paris Treaty was signed over Laos. So, you know, things happen for various reasons. By me asking him and by me having my experience, it really hits home today. But, you know, Memorial Day was created. There's been a lot of wars that have taken place, but nothing has been so significant as the Civil War. So if you look at this uniform, all I need is a horse. Pretty much, and I would be, you know, maybe a cowboy hat or something, but if you look at it, it's pretty much the Civil War uniform. Remember what this day stands for. It's not about the veterans, it's about the ones that have fallen, the veterans who have fallen. So I am a veteran, and I don't get offended when people shake my hand or come up to me on this day, but I also want to make sure they understand that it's not about me. I came home. It's about those who have fallen on the battlefields around the world. So, in closing, I just want to make sure that everyone understands how important this day is and what it means to me and you and others. Take the time to go out to the cemetery and to honor those who have fallen, and think about the guys and the men and women who are overseas right now that have to put up with this kind of, activity, which is conflict. It's not fun. I've been there many times. It's just, it's not pretty. But in closing, to my fellow comrades, please accept this assembly of Americans, which is us. We appreciate you. We appreciate what you've done, your sacrifice to our country, and your willingness to serve our country and what it cost you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I couldn't agree with the Major more that this assembly is to commemorate and remember the fallen that we've lost over the years, the missing in action, the prisoners of war. But at this time, I'd like all of the veterans to please stand if you're capable. Thank you for coming home. Please be seated. At this time, we'll have a roll call of the names of those that gave the ultimate sacrifice for this country. The roll call will be done by Chaplain Charles Taylor, Post 7843. The Bellsman, Nate Green, Post 7843. The responder, Keith Kell, Post 7843. If there be a family member present when your family member's name is given, please stand and respond. Accounted for, sir.
County Clerk.
Spec 4, Thomas M. Elliott.
County Clerk. Present.
It's always wonderful to come out and just remember. I know we're all very busy, but this is so special to me because I'm from Duncanville, but I did get to serve, and it's just great. So I'm going to share with you out of Isaiah 6, verse 8, which I believe applies. So let us pray. Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?" And I said, "Here I am, send me." He said, "Go and tell this people."
That concludes this year's ceremony. As usual.
Thanks for being here.
All right, to get it going, we're going to invite up Dan Barkley. He's with the Lions Club, and he will be announcing Lions Club scholarships.
I'm Dan Barkley, First Vice President of the Duncanville Noon Lions Club. Today, the Duncanville Noon Lions Club is proud to present scholarships to 10 very deserving Duncanville High School graduating seniors. Over the past 26 years, it has been our honor to grant 228 scholarships totaling over $301,000 and $301,500. We recognize that educational achievements are only a part of what makes these graduating seniors the success they are today. They have all participated in extracurricular activities while in school. Each one has a strong sense of volunteerism as well as a strong work ethic. These students exemplify the motto of the Lions Club, "We serve." Again, this year we will recognize the contributions of current and or past members have made to Duncanville Noon Lions Club and to our community by naming scholarships in their honor. This year we are proud to award 10 scholarships in the amount of $1,500 each These scholarships are presented in the memory of Lion Earl Jones. We appreciate all that Lion Earl did for the Lions Club as well as for our community. This year's Duncanville High School recipients of the Lions Club scholarships are, and I'm going to name these, and please come forward as you're called. Monica Alba, Jacob Cortez, Amanda Holmes, Pamela Juarez, Ramon Kerr, Lamoya Lott, Noah Mendez, Ariel Rakestraw, and Tyler Ransom. Monica? Amanda Holmes? Pamela Juarez? Ramon Kerr? Lamoya Lott? Noah Mendez? Ariel Rakestraw? And Tyler Ransom? Are we good?
Certainly wanted to, I believe I saw Mr. Mike Kreitzberg in the audience. Mr. Kreitzberg, would you wave your hand? Oh, there you are. Mr. Kreitzberg, so we want to thank our district administration. I know you dual duty, but we certainly want to thank our district administration for being present. And then we also want to always give a special acknowledgement to our trustees. Mr. Tom Kennedy is here tonight. Our board of trustees, as you know, volunteer their time to support the district, and they're always present and visible, so thank you all both for being here this evening. Next, under our special recognitions, I want to go to Mr. Tom Kennedy from the Rotary Club scholarships.
Thank you, Ms. Simmons. And as she said, my name is Tom Kennedy, and I am with the Duncanville Rotary Club. I'm the Director of Vocational Services for Duncanville Rotary Club. And Duncanville Rotary Club is a 35-year-old service organization that has been doing good things in Duncanville since 1983. We are part of Rotary International, which is the largest service organization of its type in the world. Duncanville Rotary provides support to a number of nonprofit groups and other organizations here in the Duncanville area. Over this holiday weekend, you may have seen the American flags and Texas flags on display. This is the work of the Duncanville Rotary Club. This project is our fundraiser that we do to provide funds to support our projects around Duncanville. Money raised by this program is what provides the money to fund scholarships we will award tonight. Duncanville High School offers many opportunities to students to excel in the areas they are interested in. Tonight you're seeing students who have taken advantage of those opportunities and who will be awarded college scholarships for their efforts. The Duncanville Rotary Club will award $1,000 scholarships tonight to students who have worked hard and have a desire to continue their education. I'm extremely proud of these 9 students. I'm also very proud of the over 900 other seniors who will walk across the stage on Friday and receive their high school diplomas. These students were selected based on an essay that they wrote describing the importance of a college education and how their future would be affected by this education. When I call your names, if you'll come up and to the stage and receive a certificate, I'm going to do something a little different than what they did because I have some certificates. I'll call you up, line up, and then I'll call you again to receive your certificate. That way I'll make sure I get the right one at the right hands. amount of technology to help me out here, and if you don't understand, technology is not my thing. So all right, the winners are, the scholarship winners are Leslie Vanilla, Jonathan Bailey, Tyler Ransom, Ricardo Alfaro Zoladine, Sebastian Porter, Clifton Humphrey, Samuel Juarez, Shavia Diaz, and Amanda Holmes. What we've done is made a little certificate here just to acknowledge you, and you can have it to show your grants or whatever. And then a letter is in this file that will explain to you how to go about getting the scholarship.
Next, we're going to bring up a former Duncanville student. She is now in the U.S. Marines, and she's actually from the U.S. Naval Academy, and her name is Julie Rivera.
Good evening, everybody. Like you said, my name is Julie Rivera. I'm a 2007 graduate of Duncanville High School and a 2011 graduate of the United States Naval Academy. So tonight I'm here. Tonight I'm here to present an offer of appointment to Ariel Rico to join the Naval Academy class of 2022. You have been identified as one of the top seniors in the nation. And over the next 4 years, you will be challenged morally, mentally, and physically. You will be pushed to your limits, challenged beyond belief, and if you make it to graduation, you will earn the privilege of becoming an officer in the world's finest Navy. In just a few weeks, you will join your classmates at Annapolis and will be transformed into a young adult who will be leading sailors and Marines at home and abroad. Over the next 4 years, you will drive warships, ride in armored vehicles and Humvees, and fly in jets and helicopters. You can even jump out of those if you want to. Ariel, you've chosen a path of putting others ahead of yourself, and you're dedicating yourself to serving this country and living a life full of honor, courage, and commitment. Your friends, family, and everybody in this room is incredibly proud of you. So ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the United States Naval Academy, I'm honored to present this scholarship and this offer of appointment, valued at over $500,000, to Ariel Rico.
Next up, we have Gunnery Sergeant Orozco, and he's from the U.S. Marine Corps.
Well, my name is Gunnery Sergeant Orozco with the Marines. It's a pleasure to be here with you tonight. All right, I have the pleasure to recognize some students tonight. These students, they have met and exceeded the requirements to join the Marines. When we talk about Marines, we're not only looking for somebody that's academically qualified, we're also looking for somebody that has that desire, that has that drive to serve. To not only be a good Marine, but be also a good citizen. And that's what we're very well known for. Today I have the privilege of recognizing 3 students of our own, Duncanville High School. So very few young men and women decide to walk the military path. Even less decide to take the challenge, to have that courage of pursuing that beloved title of Marine. So here tonight, we have Eric Nichols, George Lopez, and Christian Moreno. United States Marine Corps. This is to certify that George Lopez, Eric Nichols, and Christian Moreno have successfully passed the required mental and moral physical examinations and have been accepted in the United States Marine Corps. The defense of our country and our freedoms is a duty and privilege of every citizen. The Marine Corps has a proud tradition and outstanding service to our country in peace and war. On behalf of our grateful nation and the United States Marine Corps, thank you.
And tonight, we have the honor and privilege of honoring Mr. Clifton Humphreys with a $1,000 scholarship on behalf of Otis and Brown Foundation.
At this time, we have our very own Christy Beatty coming up stage.
I just took the shortcut. Okay, so I'm Christy Beatty, and I'm a 1983 graduate at Duncanville High School. And I am also the hi-hat director, and the hi-hat is the varsity drill team here at Duncanville High School. I'm here on behalf of our booster club called the Linebackers. Our parents work very, very hard all year long to be able to award scholarships to our seniors. The qualifications are they need to write an essay on how hi-hats affected their life and how it will also help them to succeed. And then they also need to take some type of a dance or activity class at the college that they're going to attend. So those are the two qualifications. And then a panel of judges selects the winners. We were very lucky this year to be able to award $1,500. We awarded 3 different hi-hats, the amount of $500. First, Michaela Warren. Next, we have Alexandra Jones, and she's also a senior lieutenant. And finally, we have Jada Brown, and Jada was also named Hi-Hat of the Year. Congratulations to these ladies, and I know that they will have great success as they go off to college.
So the seniors have a Hawaiian theme for their project graduation this Friday, so I decided to wear one of my Aloha shirts because this Friday I will have graduated from high school 39 years ago. In Hawaii, and since it feels like Kilauea erupted outside with the heat, it seemed to fit. Our student council does tons of stuff. We participated in the Adopt a Highway cleanup. We had students come over the summer and volunteer over 1,000 hours to help make signs for the school, to make it spirited. We've helped with the Duncanville Heart of Duncanville 5K and numerous other events. So I'm really thrilled tonight to be able to award a $750 scholarship to a very deserving senior. On her application, she pointed out that when she joined student council as a freshman, and her friends will agree with this, she was painfully shy. But somehow student council can miraculously cause that shell not only to break, but to shatter. And so she now is able to get up in front of a group of 5,000 people and lead silly songs. But the thing I think that I really admire most about her is that she's never lost her really sweet spirit. She always manages to find students who are soft-spoken or who feel like they may not really belong, and she's done a great job of including them in all of her activities. So I am really, really thrilled tonight to award the Student Council Scholarship to Madison Cooper.